you guys today? Suburban Housewife Wino here, but actually I need to change my name today to Suburban Camo Wino because we're going to be doing some camouflage here. Going to get all Duck Dynasty on you now. So anyhow, but to start things off, of course we've got the tunes going and we've got to have our nice, wonderful beverage of choice today, which is the Simi. It's a 2010 Alexander Valley Cab. And I just love the Alexander Valley wines. So, cheers. Let's get started on some tie-dye. Alright, so anyway, this is the pattern that I'm going to be making on this dress. And I'm going to show you how to do this, along with a number of other things you can do with camouflage. This is a purse that I made. And it is just a nice cotton sack, kind of sort of really nice little throw over that you can wear. And I believe I got it from Dharma Trading. The dresses came from Dharma Trading. So anyhow, you too can make a nice little purse yourself and, you know, really show your redneck side of things. So anyway, what we're going to start with on this dress is we are going to fold this top in half. And we're going to have the front of the dress on the top here, and we want the front to show here. To get the pattern on the top, you're going to do a diagonal stripe. So what you'll want to do is you're just going to go fold it kind of like an accordion, and you're going to fold it back and forth. And my garment has already been pre-treated. It's really important to soak it in fixer. That is what's going to get your colors to adhere to your fabric, so don't forget that very important step. So we're going to stop about right there, and we're going to go ahead and start rubber banding it. Also, the dyes that I use are professional dyes that I got from the Grateful Dye Company. I think it's out of Colorado. You can find them online. And when you are mixing professional dyes, you want to have a chemical water solution that you mix them with. And that water solution is 1 gallon of water to 1.5 cups of urea and 4 teaspoons of Lutegal. The Lutegal actually helps the dye to not break down immediately when the water hits it, so that they'll stay nice and bright for you instead of getting dull and faded out. So Lutegal is kind of the key. Now I'm going to turn this around. I've got the top done in a diagonal pattern. Now I'm going to do the bottom in the diagonal pattern. Okay, and we're going to go start down here and just kind of, again, do your accordion. Alright, so now we've got our 2 diagonals, and now in the middle we're going to do the stripes. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this middle part and get this situated here, and just kind of fold it again like an accordion, but you're just going to do it in a vertical pattern, or I should say horizontal pattern more than anything there. Okay, and then we're going to rubber band it. Okay, so now you've kind of got your garment, and this is going to be a long dress, so, you know, if you're using a t-shirt or something like that, it's not going to be, you know, this crazy to do. But anyway, so this is what it looks like. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing the color, and I like to use like a couple just cheapo paper plates and paper towels to kind of sop up any extra dye that we get on the table. Alright, and the colors that I use for my camouflage are a bright green, a dark green, and a wet sand, which is just a beige, kind of a darker tan color. So you've got dark green, bright green, not crayon green, but bright green, and then wet sand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the lighter of the colors, and I'm going to try to get that down into the fabric. So I want to get the lighter colors kind of in the grooves, because the darker colors we're going to put on top, and that's going to make all these light colors pop. So you just kind of poke it down in there. And these bottles that I use, I found them online at like a restaurant wholesale or something in that nature. And anyway, they're just your kind of ketchup and mustard bottles, but they work really, really well for the tie-dye. So FYI, if you are wanting to find something like that, it works great. And so we're going to start off on this side, and then I'm going to turn it over, and then I'll do it on the other side. And speaking of Duck Dynasty, hopefully you like Duck Dynasty. I think it's fantastic. I get a kick out of those guys. So, if you guys are watching, let me know. I'll make you a tie-dye. Alright. So I think that's pretty good on this side. Now we're going to turn it over and just get this on the other side. As you can see, it doesn't get all the way through, so you want to be sure and turn it over and get both sides. And I'm just kind of sparsely putting this on. You know, I'm not saturating it or anything, because you want to get that tie-dye, the camouflage look, so you don't want to totally saturate it. Alright, the next one we're going to do is the wet sand color, and it's going to, you know, come out looking pretty brown, but it'll lighten up once you wash it a little bit. And we'll just kind of get it down in there as well, but just not as far. Boy, I'm getting thirsty. How about you guys? This tie-dye is hard work. Just kidding. My husband wonders what I sit around and do all day long. Just sit around and drink wine and tie-dye. I don't really tie-dye all day, but... Okay. Now we're ready for the dark green. And the dark green, I'm just going to kind of go on the top and around the rubber band. So the rubber band areas especially, and the tops of the creases where you folded the fabric, you want to get that on there. Almost looks black. It's a really dark color, so you don't want to get this saturated in there because then it's going to cover up your other colors. So you just kind of want to get the coating on the top of it, you know, and it'll all blend together nicely. So that's kind of what it looks like on this side. Turn it over and finish it off. The next step you're going to do is you're going to let this sit for about 2 or 3 hours so that these colors get nice and soaked into your fabric. You want them to saturate it so that they'll really adhere to your cotton. So that's what it looks like right now, and I am going to put it in a bag and I'm going to let it sit for a while. So tune back and I will undo it and I will show you what it looks like. Thanks again for watching, and cheers, happy tie-dyeing. Thanks.